Hi guys. Today is Friday, and it means that we are having our regular AMA, and no matter the location I'm in, we are doing it every Friday. So as you can see, I'm like some other place today, but it doesn't matter. So let's get started. And we do it the usual way. So at the beginning, I will speak about what was happening last week in Waves ecosystem. As you know, we are having a lot of things that we have to deal with, and we're moving forward, maybe not so fast as you want us to move, but we are doing our best. And then I will probably describe our plans for next week. And then I will turn to your questions in YouTube chat. So let's get started. So what happened last week? Let's probably start with, let's start with problems first, so first bad news, then like good news. Gateways. Everybody's worried about the gateways. As you know, we are integrating the new bridges, and I will speak about them a bit later. The old gateways are being like audited. There was a very high withdrawal pressure. So basically there is like a lot of like several thousand addresses that contain some dust that has to be like scrapped off of them. And this is what we are doing, because basically all the funds that were like deposited to old gateways have been withdrawn, and it causes some issues with this like proxy addresses, and it takes time to collect all the dust and process it. So we have actually made good progress this week. I think we have done that for on the Binance Smart Chain network, and there is no outstanding payouts in Binance Smart Chain. Everything has been paid out in full. If you haven't received any payments, let us know. Also, there is like there is some progress with Ethereum payments. So everything that we were able to collect from those like proxy addresses was paid to the users. And we are moving forward with this. So it takes time, but it will be complete. Sorry for those issues. So what next? What else? The bridges, the new bridges that we are integrating. As you know, there is a team in Waves ecosystem, Pepe team, that is working on a new generation of decentralized bridges, and they're launching soon. So I've just seen the demo right before the AMA. They're launching the testnet today. And I think the plan is to run the testnet for about a week. And ETA for the actual bridges launch is next Thursday. They will confirm on their social media, but for now, this is a plan. Sorry that it takes longer than I had promised you, but the development is a very, complicated thing, and you can't always predict how much time you need to complete everything. So there was like, and all those things, there's some like issues that come up and you don't really expect them. Some cryptography, there is some like different cryptographies on different chains, and there's some like surprises, always. But they have resolved everything, and everything is working, and you will be able to test it and help test it on the testnet today, I think. And the bridge will launch next Thursday. This is the plan. And it will be integrated in WX network like immediately. And I think that's when we will see like some kind of like relaunch of the whole ecosystem, because now it obviously depends on the stable coins. And if you don't have stable coins, a lot of projects on the waves suffer. Tsunami, puzzle, like everybody's waiting for new bridges. So this will happen next week. Finally, I understand that you can't wait. And actually, I'm like very, very keen to see those bridges in action, because so much depends on it in waves. So what else? Maybe some good things. Today we made the snapshot for waves for the upcoming power airdrops, or a series of airdrops. I think it's going to be several airdrops actually. So it's complete, but don't sell your waves just now, because there is other things that would require you to stake your waves. They will be announced. I think I'll try to announce them next week. It's quite important, and it will be related to Waves 2.0 and L2 that we are developing. So I would suggest that you like keep your waves intact, because you will need it, or you could need it for some other things in future. So what else? Let me just so let's just go through all those like troubling things that we're facing. So Virus, what was happening in Virus and in XTN. So basically, as you know, last week we have implemented the new treasury mechanics for XTN. 100 million WX tokens were added by WX team, basically donated to help the ecosystem. And at the same time, the limits on Virus were increased. So there is not any kind of like pronounced effect in terms of price. It even went down a little because there is some kind of like interplay between the limits and limits on Virus, withdrawal limits on the contract. So there is some kind of interplay. So, and people were quite unhappy to see that XTN price actually went down after this, not up. But we didn't expect it to go up, because we just needed to launch that mechanics, and there is like several moving parts here, So, and I didn't really expect them to all fall in place at once, So that wasn't the goal. I think now we have to start working on launching new things on Wave Exchange on WX network. There is going to be new tokenomics for WX token. There's going to be a lot of like upcoming releases, so it will probably should help the price of WX, and this in turn will lead to the increase in XTN price as well. So don't get disappointed. There is a lot of disappointment in public chats, and I was chatting on I think on Neutrino chat and also on Virus chat, I think last week, and was trying to to calm people down and explain. But okay, so people are unhappy, but we are working to make you happy. So what can I tell you? And I'm not expecting any kind of like, so it's not like we just need to resolve this. So if you're like unhappy, like calling me some bad names, okay, no problem with that. It wouldn't affect my resolve, so it's okay. So what else? Yeah, basically I covered most topics, I think. So next week, what will happen next week? Bridges, finally. So I promised that last week, but okay. So it will happen next week, and as a proof, I think you will see the test net today. And I have seen the demo basically just now, so I'm pretty sure that it's going to be launched next week, and you will probably have the same opinion once you see the testnet working. What else? So next week we will start working on Waves DAO, because we made a snapshot and there's going to be a power airdrop, and it's time to announce Waves DAO, because it's going to work on Waves on Power platform. Also, we are working on a charity DAO for Turkey/Syria earthquake, and it's going to be launched on Power platform as well. We have resolved some organizational issues, because you have to have some partner in Turkey to do like fiat payments. So there's going to be a DAO, there's going to be crowdfunding, and it will be used to build a school in Turkey. At least this is a plan for now. So if you want to participate, I think you will help Turkey, and you will also help showcase Power Protocol. And I have like very high hopes for it, especially in terms of charities and those efforts, community-based efforts, focusing not on like profit making, but on like some collective causes that can be pursued by a lot of people. And that could be a great example of this. So what else? I think for XTN, I think next week, there's a chance that there's going to be more collateral to XTN treasury, namely in Virus token. If you can check, actually, it has been donated to the treasury already. It's in the treasury, but it's not activated. So I think the activation might happen next week. Okay, so maybe I'm forgetting something, but you will remind me in the chat. So now I'm turning to the. There is some crazy weather outside. So I guess maybe I'll move inside if it keeps raining. So to your questions now, yeah. Yeah, so a question about the donation. It is important to ensure donations have proper destination. This is a goal. This is the very goal of Power DAO for charities, to ensure that people can track where the donations go. People need to be assured, to be certain that their money is spent for the charitable cause that was announced, and basically was not stolen, so that's the whole point here. That's why we are trying to create this, to make sure that nobody is able to steal the funds that were collected for charity. Waves, funny note. Hey, Sasha, can you share? Hi. By the way, always a pleasure to see familiar faces, guys. Always a pleasure to see people supporting Waves in these difficult times. So yes, so L2 on Waves. I think the idea is like I'm trying to come up with something unique, and so I think we are actually approaching some kind of like end game in current phase of crypto development. Once you have ZK EVM, I think that will be some kind of end game. And I'm actually really interested in this. I want to develop some other directions. So, but on the same at the same time, I think EVM is needed still because it's a very popular tool. So you have to. We're not trying to to be original, just to be original. Like for the sake of like being original. So we need EVM, obviously, but we need to do it in some way that makes sense, that we are sure won't copy what other projects are doing. So maybe I came up with some idea here, basically to somehow unify the economics of waves chain with an economics of L2 built on waves in such a way that L2 is fast, but it's like speed is guaranteed by the L1 setup. Like maybe it's very vague, so I need to basically do some kind of white paper, and I hope I'll do that next week. So, and to participate in L2, you will need waves tokens, and there is going to be some period when we will be developing it, and there's going to be some period of time when you will be able to stake your waves to participate in the new network. This is pretty similar to what was happening in Ethereum before they moved to proof of stake. So it's coming, and it's really hard to, because as I try to explain, maybe it's pretty hard to explain this in a casual way, but I think there is going to be some kind of like end game for crypto soon, because there is some avenue of development that has probably prevailed. And I think everybody's going to be doing this soon. So to come up with something unique, you have to really, make some efforts. It's not 2016 when anything that you could come up with worked. People explored many different things, and there is some like mainstream development avenue that basically has prevailed. So it's quite complicated, but I think we've come up with some unique ideas, and we will be announcing them soon. So your questions. Yeah, Sasha, you share in L2, we need to lock some waves. Yeah, you will have to lock waves to participate in L2. Why your team buy waves for XTN? We buy some waves because we need to pay developers. And let me just elaborate. I described it in the chat. So guys, you need to understand that I basically have nothing to hide. Usually when people say that they have nothing to hide, they have something to hide. But it's not the case, because I'm very transparent. So basically, Waves had a very rough year, and probably network is fine and is gonna move on no matter what. But some projects were having some volatility, as you know. And basically, we have XTN now. So I understand that people are unhappy that their USDT, USDC deposits on Virus were replaced by XTN, and XTN lost its pack. Yes, but here, guys, we are in the same boat because all we have is XTN as well. So, and I don't have any other crypto or fiat, and we have to basically fund the development, unfortunately, or fortunately. I think, guys, so the only way to resolve the situation is to launch things and make sure they work. And in this case, we will resolve the current issues, and we will create the new chapter in history of waves. So, and obviously you have to pay people because projects on waves are independent. There's like several independent teams, but not all of them are able to sustain themselves for now. But they're moving close. They're moving closer to this. So you still have to support people, and there is like several teams that are in need of support. So we have to basically sell some extent to the tune of about 1 million per month. And basically, there is no other way for us to move forward. Why are we ignoring BTC gateways? So, you know, yeah, the problem is the team were focusing on Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum. So I understand that I promised you to do some Bitcoin settlements, but like everybody was so busy with sorting out all those proxy addresses. So this is like, this should be done. And maybe over the weekend, Bitcoin payments will be processed. Sorry, yes, guys. Yeah, basically, the team that is working on it were not able to do that, unfortunately, because they were focusing on working with those proxy addresses. What will the future market cap be of Power DAO? So it's a tricky question because the supply is going to be really small. I think it's not going to be more than like 10K tokens. So it's not going to be too large at the beginning. No. And we decided not to do, because we actually several like bigger exchanges, all the big exchanges reached out to us asking to participate in the airdrop. And we couldn't just, so I wasn't really excited about that, because at the beginning we promised that no central exchanges participate. Then they reached out to us, and wow, crazy weather here. And actually we were discussing this internally, and we're like thinking about whether we should do that. But at the end, we decided not to. No, because that could maybe help with some exposure. But this is it, so I don't think why we need to do that with centralized exchanges, because usually, people just dump those tokens and forget about it. So I just don't see any clear benefit for us. So we will stick to Waves chain, and there's not going to be any power tokens that are airdropped for nothing, just like, because they have to be scarce. So back to your question about the market cap, I think it's not going to be crazy. Token price can be pretty high, but since you just have like a few tokens in circulation, market cap is not going to be huge. Okay. Is it true that some sects are interested in power? Yes, they are, but we decided not to collaborate with them. Because we don't see a clear benefit in this. Sasha, please tell me, when will payments be made for the old USDT market on Virus? Yeah, because on Telegram, Virus admins avoid replying because they don't know. So now we are trying to make sure that vesting works. And I came up with an idea during the last AMA, actually, to because like transparently and officially, we are buying back LP vested tokens on WX, and then we restake them investing. And there is some gap between the price that we are buying them at and the price on Virus. So there is some profit, like slow profit, so to say, because this profit is like invested tokens. Because some people just want to sell fast, not to wait, and we understand that, and we can buy those tokens with some surplus XTN that was in that address that assumed the bad debt, and basically we can spend those profits on repaying the people who don't want to do vesting. So I think this is what we're gonna do, but it's not gonna be fast, obviously, but at least we can start. Another question about power from J Crypto. Hi, maybe I should rephrase my question. Do you anticipate Power DAO to be like BTC of the Waves ecosystem? Yeah, I think the price should be really high of Power token. That's for sure, because it's very scarce. It's very scarce. So Christian Lewandowski, hi. Sasha, how do you see other projects? NSBT serve the Black Swap. What is your plan for development of the ecosystem? Maybe you will return to WX's profits from production fees. Yeah, so people are asking about something has to be done with staked WX in any case. So either we allow people WX. I'm like, when I say we, I mean like people in Waves, like, because there's like different teams and I'm like advising them. So either WX will implement the new mechanics of WX lock, where you can unlock it, not in like 4 years, but maybe there's going to be some like gradual unlock. In this case, people won't be so unhappy that they have locked something and basically it doesn't pay them anything and they can't unlock it. Or we will be paying transaction fees again. Maybe not all of them, maybe part of them. Something needs to be done here. I agree with you. It's a little bit messed up. Yeah. As for other projects, NSBT is a part of XTN and Surf as well, actually. Nothing changes for them. If XTN is doing fine, they will do fine as well. And if people are thinking that it's like it's all over, you know, so it's dead. No, guys, it's not like that. In my opinion, it's just starting, because that plan was announced like a couple of months ago to add those tokens. Now we started adding them, but this is just the beginning. So give it some time at least, you know. So I understand that people now are pretty like agitated and they want to see immediate results, but you know, so you can, because here unfortunately you can just, you know, add like $100 million and be done with it. You need to create a system that is self-sustainable and that like self-perpetuating, you know. So there has to be some incentives in it to make sure it moves forward, you know, not with just like addition of money, but with actual intrinsic mechanics, architecture. So it takes time. And I think you need to wait a little. And the most important thing here is to make sure that it works in the long run, you know. Okay, more questions? Why you left Dubai? I am in Europe now for a while for some family issues. I'll be back in Dubai next week, I think. What about Anna? I think you should ask Serkan. I'm speaking with Serkan regularly, and I think he's doing fine. And they're like announcing a lot of things, and they are moving forward, I think, pretty well. So I wouldn't be too pessimistic about Anna. When will Mother DAO, Wave DAO, be able to burn their waves? Why should they burn their waves? Why? What are you going to do about extend price? Be honest. I'm always honest, guys. Don't tell me to be honest. I'm honest. I explained to you. So we have to work on the incentives, and we have to work on the increasing the value of treasury tokens. That's it. No other plans. Previous plans like donation of collateral had zero effect. It's not started yet in full because the limits, vesting limits were increased at the same time. And all LP tokens restrictions for exporting back, importing back were lifted as well. So people just started dumping XTN heavily, and they started to dump WX pretty hard, and it basically triggered smart contract price to go down, and that's why you didn't see that like spectacular impact that you had probably anticipated. What is your opinion on the neutrino proposal to increase SURF J and SBT value? I think it's fine. If you vote for it, it's fine. Not sure about NSBT guys, if they are fine. I will be fine with it. The lender charges more interest than the borrower. Isn't the problem for viewers? But that's how lending protocols work, because there is like, if I borrow funds from somebody, I pay, and the part of the profits goes in case of virus to virus token takers. So there is some gap between borrower interest and lender's interest. Do we receive power via airdrop, or do we have to claim power? You will have to claim, I think. Okay. Let me just, maybe so many questions. Let me start from the bottom. When will the CAN be back to the WX interface? Some people liked the CAN, some people didn't. I think we can have several versions. One with the CAN, maybe one with a duck, and one just like, straight without anything. Yeah, Wave School is under Wave Labs now. Incentives are not going to work with extend price plummets like that. Give us some time, please. Let us, guys, please allow us to stick to the plan for at least a couple of weeks. So I understand that it's hard to watch when things don't go the way you want them to go, but just give it some time, please. So there's some plan, and it hasn't been changed yet, because we just done the first part of it. We added the first token, and this is like the first tab. Please give it like a few days at least. Is LP staking still sustainable? Where is the interest coming from? Which LP staking? If you mean virus LP staking is just vesting. On WX, it is sustainable because it's like inflation. So probably it's all sustainable. Do you think of a business model that includes freelance jobs such as Upwork and Waze Network? With the upcoming Waze DAO, I hope someone will launch this product on Waze. Hi, Tech, my friend from Turkey. What do you think about the regulations of USA? It's crazy. They've made like 180, like because I didn't expect that. We had high hopes for US expansion, as you know, and we kind of like fucked up, so, but so we just, I think we're kind of like were impacted by the situation because there's some crazy developments in the US with FTX. So I've been in the US like I think twice in my life or 3 times for a few days. So I don't know America well. So probably I had a very wrong idea about how things work there. So now you can see that like complete turnaround on crypto. I'm not sure that there's gonna be like some kind of like complete about face, I'm not so sure about that because they still are very supportive of innovation. But America is not the best place for crypto right now, for sure. Because there is too much like speculation, and basically free markets have their like drawbacks. I mean, at least in their like American form, because it's all focused on making as much money as possible in the shortest period of time, and this is not good, guys. So because it's not real value. You can just pump some token and then create FOD and then short it and just sell it into the market, and people are left with nothing, and some other people have made billions, so it's very manipulative, and this is what basically America is kind of based on, so it's pretty, so American market is pretty dangerous for crypto, I would say. It's probably it's good that they're not leading the way now, in a way, actually. But on the other hand, I think that crypto won't go away, but it will just turn into some like new version of e-money system. It's like PayPal 2.0 with PayPal with tokens. PayPal where somebody can launch a token. Like so. And this is not what I'm interested in. So I'm not going to be trying to jump on that bandwagon and ride on their coattails. I don't give a fuck about that, guys. So I'm interested in other crypto. People are asking about BTC Gateway. I understand that it doesn't look good. Yeah, like definitely, guys. So we will start with WX team will start processing Bitcoin soon. 10K waves bound. Yeah, sorry guys, I was like so swamped with different things. We need to parse that Twitter API. So you do not like USA? I like USA. Actually, I like some other places better, but USA is like top 5, I guess. But there is obviously some issues, guys, in the US. So it's very polarized, and it works on a system that no other country works on, I would say. It's kind of like, it's in a way unique. It's more or less like Japan, because Japan is a country that is like different from all other countries, and the US is kind of the same, but in a different direction, of course. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. There is some issues, obviously, with the US. But still, US is like, so we don't have probably any other hope for the humanity except for the US currently, because they're still the strongest democracy in the world. When XTN $1, can't tell you the exact date, but we are doing our best. How is the progress with fundraising? We are talking to different people, so I don't really want to, accept any money from like any people, because I think we'll resolve the situation and we will actually move forward in any case without like attracting VCs. So I'm pretty cautious. So I'm really interested in working with serious people, but it takes time. If people are just looking to make some like quick buck, probably we won't collaborate successfully. So we are talking to different people now, but it doesn't go too fast. So if you're interested, please just reach out. So it doesn't mean that I hate VCs. It's not like that, guys. I just need to understand the value, because you can take some money now and you're gonna and probably it will help resolve some problems in the short run, but later you will face some bigger problems, so I just want to resolve the problems once and for all. So okay, how much money does Waze need to fix XTN situation? I can tell you like the exact amount. It's not too big. I can tell you, because it's not about money. It's about maybe some like additional money wouldn't hurt, but it has to be combined with a proper new architecture, incentives, marketing, and money helps, obviously, but if you just have money and nothing else, probably it's not good either. Hi, Nick Barella. Hi, my friend. Not all VCs are bad. Yeah, absolutely. So, like maybe the whole VC setup is bad. People can be like bad. Some structures, some like occurrences, some systems are bad. People are people. Do you think the ecosystem should verify their circulating tokens on CoinMarketCap? We do it in ways. We need liquidity in USDT ERC20, please. Yes, some more will be added soon, as we continue to scrap all those dust tokens from the proxies. Talk about Surf, please. So Surf is not changing in terms of like functionality. So if extend price goes up, Surf price will go up as well. Aztec is coming up with this proposal to add new altcoins to WX. It will be done. Please let us launch the new bridges first. BTC, I reply. Sorry, man. Wait. No, if I deposited waves on WX without knowing, no, it's okay. So if you have waves on WX, you have it on chain. So you get power. Please upgrade waves to the level of rebranding. I think it's slowly happening. Do you have information about how various whales feel in the situation? Will they be waiting? I'm talking to some of them. Some of them are like anonymous. Some people are, as far as I know, in some like chats, trying to conspire against myself. Guys, I'm very like accessible, so if you're like thinking that somebody's avoiding you or trying to hide, it's not like that. Everybody knows my Telegram, everybody knows where I am. So some people, actually, I've met some people, I won't give you names. I've met some people from Virus, and we had an okay discussion. So it wasn't like, so doesn't mean that we were like hugged each other and kissed each other on the forehead. No, but I think it was okay. So, and if you want to meet me, I'm always available. And like, I will be pleased to meet you and discuss, and maybe we'll come up with some ideas. So it always helps. And if people think that, I'm like inaccessible and I'm trying to avoid them, it's not true. Don't believe anybody. Just reach out to me on Telegram. There are a lot of messages, obviously, because as I said, everyone and his dog knows my Telegram. So, but I go through the messages like regularly because they like go down all the time. And I'll reply. Okay. Mackenzie Bezos organization. Interesting. I will check. Come to Turkey. Yeah, absolutely. Once we've launched the DAO, I will come to Turkey to organize, probably, to meet the organization that we're working with. I have to meet them. We need liquidity in USDT. Yes, it will be added. I want to try ramen. Ramen is Japanese, right? So it's not Korean. I DM'd you a long time ago, no answer. I will try to find your message. Yeah, hi, we are Korean supporter. Always a pleasure to see you. I will go to Korea. I think I will have to go because there is still a lot of like Korean holders, and I think they kind of like misunderstand waves badly. So, and there is some obvious like barrier. It's not like language barrier because most Koreans speak decent English. It's more like, I think, cultural barrier, because if you don't interact with Koreans too much, you don't really understand what they think about you, so and if you come to Korea for 2 days, you don't see the whole picture. So I think I'll need to go there for some more time to really understand the mentality, at least. Because I think I kind of understand it, but it's always, it's always difficult because add Tron chain. I think bridges will add Tron and USDT on Tron. Ponzinomics always so bad. Ponzinomics work only in bull market, guys. So let's not speak about whether Ponzi's are good or bad. But Ponzinomics works only in bull market. So I think that's it. You can't discuss it any longer. So yeah, like you need more people to make it work. Like influx of people, there has to be some kind of like stream of new participants, and it works only in bull markets. Vladimir Puzzle. Hey Sasha, what will be the functionality of Mother DAO? They will have to basically approve all child DAOs. They will have to resolve all those issues that can come up in child DAOs. Also, there's going to be a treasury and Mother DAO they can share with child DAOs. So basically, this is like the last resort for the problems in child DAOs. And it's like some kind of like controlling DAO in a way, So cornerstone of the platform of the protocol. Crazy weather here in Switzerland. Like, oh, interesting. Uh, Come to Turkey, do AMA with us. I will come to Turkey for sure. What happened to race? I think it's working, but I'm not really following them. Sorry. Race is from Inal scammer. I don't think Inal is a scammer. He's an honest guy. So, a very difficult person, by the way, but I don't think he's a scammer. He's not a scammer. Price is not important. So like, I think everything is important for some people, so for some price is important, for somebody else technology, for someone else nothing is important. So it's kind of like depends on your point of view. So, what's up? Hi, Jiren. Yeah, I read your proposal about the Twitter lottery. It's good. I wasn't able to implement it this time, unfortunately, but I will do the next time. Jiren from the Netherlands came up with an interesting proposal how I should do those raffles for Waves Army hashtag on Twitter, and I think I will use it. But I just couldn't, because I have so many things to do now, so many things to take care of. So I'm not able to do it all at once. Next time I will. So what else? I think not so many interesting questions, and my laptop is gonna die soon, unfortunately. So I have 6%. Oh, it's okay. So I think I have 10 minutes more. So let me just do the final. Oh, I did not pay the money to the last AMA winner. Sorry, guys. Please reach out to me again. I just remember that. Nah, sorry. So I'm doing the usual, the drill. I type Waves Army hashtag into the Twitter search, and I check the results. I think I'm getting a lot of tweets from the ambassadors, and I think it's going to be unfair to pay the ambassadors. So let me just try again, probably, because ambassadors do get paid, and you can become an ambassador as well and be paid. Tons of posts from ambassadors on top. What's going on here? It's very strange. I think for Switzerland. Okay, so last try, guys. Okay, so if it's ambassador, I'll pay him or her, and next time we're gonna do it using the new mechanics. Yeah, so it's John Peace. I think this is one of the like more prolific ambassadors. And I'm making a screenshot. And posting it on Twitter. Yeah. So, okay, so I promise you that this is the last time we do the AMA raffle this way. Next time, I will probably use the mechanics from Jiren that he sent me, and it was very kind of him. So I think we are drawing to a close. Yes, so Jiren, if it works, like let me just launch it. If it works, I will definitely pay you some kind of like fee for this or bonus. Yeah, alt USDC market just like another question. Yeah, I think we'll start it like within a week or two, guys. Yeah. Are you going to gym? I'm going to the gym in the morning now. I changed my routine. So, and it's okay, actually, it's better. I recommend it to everyone. Do sports in the morning. Mhm. Hi to Latin America. When jail, man, if you think that I'm like scared of this, you're so fucked up. I'm working for you guys, and whatever happens to me is fine. Do you still billionaire? I don't have any funds now, except for you. If I was a billionaire, I wouldn't be immediately because I will just resolve all those issues on Waves. So currently I have some XTM and this is all I have, but it's okay because guys, I'm not a businessman. Let's make sure we understand that I'm not a businessman and I never wanted to be one and I will never be one. And it's a conscious decision, you know. I could, but I don't want to. Google says you have 30K BTC, Sasha. Yeah, we raised 30K BTC in 2016, and it was $17 million back then, $17 million. And it was sold long ago to support the development. West, yeah, guys, West will be processed today. There is no problem with West. Like, there is some like issue, like technical ones. West gateways will work. I reached out to the guys and I found out what the problem was. It's not a problem, it will be resolved, you know. So sorry for this. Seriously lost all. I don't have any personal funds now, yes, guys. And I'm okay. I don't like, I'm not crying. It's okay. You know, I'm not here to make money. And as you can see, I'm not crying, you know, so it's like, it's okay, because I never aspired to becoming a billionaire. I don't fucking care. You know, it's shit for me at least. When is the next price, the fixed exchange price going to happen? Yeah, I have a call right now to discuss this. So probably I will leave you guys at this point, and I'm gonna be back to trying to work out how we can move forward faster. So thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to see you all, haters, lovers, everybody. Love you all. I wish you a good productive week. A lot of new things are coming. Finally, bridges should be launched next week, and it's so good. Reach out to me on Telegram. Don't hate me too much, you know. So because hate is always bad. It hurts you, you know, in the first place. So don't hate anybody. When we raise $100, we'll work on it. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time. Love you all. Ride on ways and power to the people.